Hello everybody, this is Charles and I am back with another toy review, this time for Bandai's Gundam Fixed Figuration Metal Composite Wing Gundam Zero Endless Walls. Alright, so this is the Tamashii exclusive metal composite from Bandai. It's a very nice figure. Let's check out the box here. This is like a very highly sought after figure, and you look at the box art, very nice. We have the Wing Zero and then we have the Wing Zero in the Zero System mode. With the new weapons and the new bird mode. Just to share that I will not be transforming the figure into the new bird mode in my video review for two reasons. One thing is that it takes too much time, okay, for me to transform it into new bird mode, and there's actually a high risk of paint chips. In fact, I actually chipped a little bit of paint on the feet cover over here during my transformation, so I'm not going to do it on video. So and personally I feel that the new bird mode is like an additional mode that's nice to have but not essential. I would personally just display him in his robot humanoid form rather than a new bird form. So yeah, anyway, so without further ado, here is the figure. Okay, let me just first adjust the camera a little bit downwards. Alright, so here we have the Wing Zero custom Wing Zero Endless Walls. Alright, so Wing Gundam Zero is a very nice figure. One thing about this figure is that the paint, okay, you can see the white over here. You can see the glossy color of the white and the blue. You can see the blue here, as you can see in my camera as I transit between the lights. You can see, this part here. Alright, you can see the color changing. It feels that the material is similar to, or rather the paint is similar to the one that Bandai used for its Exia and Double Riser Trans Arm mode color. You can see the color tone it used is similar to what you feel is the Trans Arm mode. So for these certain parts, you see, for example, this part over here, the lines, you can see the blue is so shiny and reflective. It really feels like, it's like the Trans Arm mode paint color. The white one is pearly white, okay, and here I can show you, see the little paint chip over here. Oh, my painful paint chip. What I go through in order to do a video review and end up damaging my toy a little bit. I wasn't careful, so I felt really bad about it, and this was like a $300 US figure. It's painful, but yeah. So overall, this figure is really nice, and it feels really like a metal build figure, even though it is the part of the metal composite line, but it's nothing like the metal composite. Because as we all know, the metal composite line had hardly any metal content in the figures, but this wise is very heavy. It feels exactly the same weight as the metal build Exia. In fact, it's the same height as the metal build Exia. So in terms of diecast content, what I can show you is that okay, first of all, I did this review of the figure without the wings because it's much easier to showcase the articulation and the diecast parts as compared to doing a review with the wings, and I also like to show how to fix the wings up in my video review. So first off, diecast, you can see the screws over here. This part over on the back is diecast. Okay, good, because this part you usually use it quite a lot if you want to do it the transformation in neo bird mode. So it's good that they have this in diecast so that the part can actually support the weight of the wing and the motion of moving this thing up and down during the transformation. So that's kudos to Bandai for that. Other diecast you will see, let me just raise this out. Okay, you will see that over here inside the shoulder joint over here, this joint that moves up, this joint here is diecast, the pin is diecast. Over here internally, okay, internally this part inside is diecast, this whole piece is diecast as well, and so is this piece over here is diecast. So there's really a lot of diecast over here, and it's really nice of Bandai to make all these joints diecast. Elbows wise, the elbows joints here are diecast as well. Okay, and I'm gonna move a little bit downwards on the diecast content. Okay, as you flip open this, okay, let me just flip this part up. Okay, the skirt, okay, this side skirt, okay, the full joint of the side skirt is diecast. So this whole entire joint, this side skirt is actually quite complicated. It's made of 3 parts. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Yes, these 3 parts, okay, that forms the internal of the inner skirt, which is more for the transformation purpose, is diecast. Okay, let me just show this in the camera clearer. Okay, so this part, 1 part, 2 part, and then another part at the back, 3 parts are diecast. Okay, this part holding it is plastic. And internally you see over here the parts this part that holds the entire leg is die cast. The hip portion over here is die cast as well. Let me just split the legs up a little bit. So this entire hip portion, okay, the groin portion over here is die cast. And let me see what the die cast content. Yeah, I think that's about it for die cast content over here. And over here, the knee part, okay, you can't really see much, but this, okay, let me have the camera focus a little bit. This part inside, the gray part inside is die cast as well. Okay, you can see it clearer over here. So this part, top part is die cast, center part is plastic, lower part is die cast. Let me just see if I open this part. Yeah, you can't really see, but this part over here, so die cast, plastic, die cast. And of course, per most Gundam figures, the inner part over here as well, the feet portion is die cast. And over here you can see the lower part of the feet over here is die cast. This part I think, I'm doing the lip test, yeah. The front part over here, this feet is die cast as well. So there's really a lot of die cast parts in this figure, which is really simply amazing. So I guess with the amount of die cast you can see that I showcased in this part of the video review, one can understand why I say that this should be part of metal build series. So it's quite interesting because one would expect the metal composite series to be purely the UC series, the likes of RX-78, what should I? RX-78, Unicorn Gundam, this are the UC series. So one would thought that the UC series will only be in the Gundam composite series, and the metal build series are for those side stories or the non-UC series Gundam. So I'm pretty surprised that Wing Gundam 0 being a non-UC character is actually part of the metal composite series. And F91, which is part of the UC series, is actually part of the metal build series. So I guess that is what they meant by the crossovers. Alright, so first off, let me just carry on doing a review on the articulation. The articulation for this figure is phenomenal. So the head wise, you can actually raise this high. So when your Wing Gundam is doing a flight mode, you can see, wow, his head can really look front. This in contrast to my earlier review on the metal build Mazinger Z, whereby the Mazinger Z can only look this much on flight mode, which is really disappointing. So it's like this versus this, which is really disappointing. So how I wish that the metal build Mazinger Z could have this sort of articulation for the neck. But oh well. So the head moves very freely. Shoulders wise, can move about 90 degrees outwards and about 90 degrees sideways. You can see. So this is actually more for the feature of the holding the twin buster rifle. Okay, waist wise, okay, he can actually move front this much. Okay, let me just get the hands out. Okay, move front this much, and he can arch to the back this much. So not a lot, but decent enough. He can also have some side movement as well, not a lot, okay, but decent. Legs wise, okay, legs wise, he can spread the legs pretty wide. Okay, I'm not going to stretch it because the joints are really tight, but you can get the roughly how much articulation it has over here. It's a sort of a double jointed hip joint, okay, because this is a swivel over here, it actually moves out. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, it's a little bit dark. I'm so sorry I couldn't show clearly, but this is actually there's actually a double jointed hip swivel over here. You can actually move out here. Knees wise, amazing wise, you can see the Bandai recently has this habit of making the parts come apart and then collapse when they move out. So this is an interesting part. In the knees, you can actually move this much, which is really cool. So you can see the knee panels opening up and closing up, which is really fantastic and cool. Okay, let me see if I can move this up. Yeah. So over here, okay, you can see the joint over here. This is the joint that is the what I meant was the double jointed hip. You can see over here, this part moves down and it moves up. Okay, so it gives you a wider range of articulation for the hips. Okay, so enough of this for now. Okay, down to the feet. Feet wise, you can actually move it left, right, rotate it a bit, up, down. You can point the toes, but the pointing of the toes, or rather the feet, is more for the transformation. And you can actually move the feet slightly upwards, not a lot, but slightly upwards. So here we have it. Okay, let me just put him back standing position. Okay, so right now I'm just going to put the main figure aside for now. I'm going to show you the wings. So for the wings, kudos to Bandai. They had a lot of die cast part in the joints holding up to the wings. So this portion that holds the wing is die cast. This is plastic. This portion wise is die cast. This is die cast as well. So a huge part of the joints holding the wings are die cast. So that is fantastic. And the wings are really well designed. Over here, the wings, you can actually shift it upwards. Okay, but this is more for the transformation and the lifting up of the wings for the for the zero system. Yes, which is cool. And the wings wise, very nice details, pearly color for the wings. You can see under the light, the pearl color of the wings is really fantastic. Let me just move the figure out first. Really fantastic. And the wings wise, they actually have a they actually open up very nicely. Over here, first you gotta open this part. Okay, and then here you open this part of the wing. Okay, as you open this part up, okay, as you open this, you will see this little wing pops out. See? Notice that? The little wing pops up. Really cool. And over here, you just need to stretch this thing open. And here you have the wings open up, which is really fantastic. So here the wings open up. Here is the closed wing mode. And over here, each of these feathers can actually have their own articulation, which is really cool. I'm going to collapse this back first. Okay, later when I do the zero mode, I will open it up again. Cool. And then this is for the smaller wings. Okay, smaller wings wise, you can actually lift this up. As you lift this up, this thing will pop out. Okay, here, click. See? Click. And over here, you lift this. You can actually pull out 3 feathers. Wow. So cool. Okay, put this back in. Close this, push it back in. Okay, so I'm gonna put the wings on the backpack first. So you see there's a joint over here. Okay, this will go into here. Okay, let me just see if I can do it on camera nicely. I'm gonna slot it in. Wow. Okay, needs a little bit. Okay, got it in. Nice. So once you get it in, there's this 2 parts over here that goes into the here. So you just align them, slot it in, and you have the wings. So the wings actually stay really pretty much tightly on the figure, which is really nice. Instead of hanging loosely. And for this part of the wings, you just have to take note that you will not get it wrong, because the part, if you have to slot the wings in here, right, you just need to slot it in over here and make sure it can actually open up outwards. So the right way is for the wings to be able to open up upwards. So one side, you can't really push it in, but the other side you can push it outwards. So you got the right side when you can actually rotate the wings outwards. So you got to first push it in, okay, and same for the other side. The first time when you're doing this, okay, it takes a lot more force because the joints, the parts are still new. But once you've done it once and take it out, it's much easier for you to do it. But take note not to take it in and out too often, because the joints will probably become looser. So here we have wing 0, fully assembled. Really nice. I love the color, I love the details, and I love the pearly white color on this figure. It's phenomenal. It's really phenomenal. Wing 0 Endless Wars version is really my favorite figure, and I was so hoping that they come out with a toy figure. I used to have a perfect grade figure that I built and sold away, knowing that this figure is going to be released. So I'm really glad I have this. This figure is so much better than the perfect grade figure, and so much better than I think in the master grade, and the recently he released some real grade figure or something like that with a some complex joints thingy, but wasn't really nice because the figure doesn't hold up really well. Well, this figure holds up so much better and has so much other features compared to the other one. Alright, so now I'm just gonna do the transformation into the Zero system. So apparently they have this new mode, you know, that allows Wing Gundam Zero. Wing Gundam Zero. Let's just call him Wing Zero. Yeah, Wing Zero. Wing Gundam Zero to actually have a you know, upgraded mode. You know, like when he goes full burst and something like that. Seems to be a popular thing after Unicorn Gundam. So first thing, you gotta remove the head fins, both sides. And just to note that, you know, the head fins are so detailed. You know, underneath they have this detailed part over here. You can see the white parts are here. So when they open up, you can actually see the white parts show themselves, which is really cool. So you gotta put them back over here. Unfortunately, you know, it could have been a perfect transformation if they had given you the a part for you to just, you know, open up the wings this way. But I guess the parts are probably too fine for them to actually do a fully transformable one, or maybe it was just difficult for the wings to stay open. Yeah, but anyway, still good. Next, what you want to do, you want to lift up the shoulder pads. Okay, lift up shoulder pads. So when you lift up, so right now you see 3 fins, but when you lift this up, okay, another fin pops out. And then over here, okay, push it down, and then this part, you actually push it here to support this part. So here now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fins. Cool. See, comparing to the other shoulder, right? This looks so cool. And then you open up the cannon over here. Over here, you will open up the arm plate. Okay. Here you open up this side panel for the side skirt. Here you will pull down this portion. You will open up this. You can actually open up this way out, but you know, the right way is just to open up such that it just shows the silver part of the lining over here. Okay, and let me see. Lower part of feet. You just need to open up this portion, lift this up, open up the sides. And there you have one side. Okay, I'm just going to show one side of the Wing Zero. So the full burst mode of Wing Zero, honestly speaking, there's not a lot of difference, but there's enough difference for you to show you know, the full burst Zero system mode, or rather I call it the Unicorn mode, whereby, you know, the armor just opens up. You know, similar to Unicorn, it opens up on the shoulders, open up on this part on the chest, opens up on the arm over here, opens up on the side skirt, front skirt. The only part that doesn't open is this part, but it opens up at the back of the leg, which is also cool enough. So let me go on to open up the rest of the figure to go to the full burst mode, full burst Zero system mode. Shift this up. Okay, I'm gonna open up this portion, press this down, open up this, pull this down, this part, okay, go to the back, now lift up this part, open up these 2 sides. Nice. Nice. Whoa. Okay. Not done yet. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up the wings. Lift up this big wings. Pull this down. Pull this out. Pull this portion up all the way. Similarly for the other side, I'm gonna pull this up. Pull this down. Extend these wings. I'm gonna move them down a little bit first. And I'm going to lift the wings up over here. Okay, and here I'm lifting the wings up. Okay, open up the cannon, show the cannons again. Here, stretch this out. Open this side panel. Stretch this out. Okay, extend the wings. Nice. Go to the other side, extend this out, pull this small part out first, extend this part. Okay, now shall extend the rest of this, and we are done with the wings. Okay. And the last part, okay, I didn't forget about this part, is the chest part. The reason why I left the chest part to the last part is that during the transformation into the what you call it, the zero system mode, you will always end up pushing this part back in. So I left it to the last part. So you just need to pull this portion down, extend the chest word, and the nice thing about extending the chest is that this portion, you can see this. This part, the fins at the top and the bottom pops out as well. So it's a very nice feature. See, it pops out as well. It's a very nice feature that the Bandai has thought of for the zero system mode. Zero mode, they call it zero mode. It's really nice. Let me just get this nicely arranged. Align everything nicely. Okay, spread the legs a little bit. Spread the wings out a little bit more. Okay. Okay, the back wings. And there you have Wing Zero. Full burst mode. I call this a full burst mode. It's really fantastic. Look at this beauty. Oh man, look at this beauty. Simply marvelous. Alright, this is gonna be the way I'm going to display him in my cabinet for sure. And the fact that the wings are plastic does help, because if it's made of metal or it's I take that back. The wings are really lightweight, so it's really good, you know, because it helps the figure to balance. So you see my figure is standing straight, yet it doesn't topple over despite having such huge wings. So that is, to me, a great achievement that the engineering team managed to have the figure balance itself so nicely. Okay, let me just put the figure here as a background. It does come with a lot of other accessories, okay, a lot of other accessories, especially it comes with lots of guns, lots and lots of guns. I'm just going to go through the guns briefly. So, first off, it has this, your twin buster rifle, the typical ones. So when the twin buster rifles are in the Nailbird mode, you actually fold them in this way. Nailbird mode, you actually have the shield portion, okay, it transforms here. You just take these two parts out. My only grip about the shield is that I was wishing these two parts would be die cast, because there's a lot going on. So you see, because I'm trying to, you will slot in parts on and off, and then if you're not careful, you know, you might end up just straining the joint here, stressing it out. So it would have been better if Bandai had made this part die cast. That's my personal opinion. If not, when you are just putting the parts in, just handle it with care. Go as close as possible. Okay, be as close as possible. When you want to move it in, don't push it in. Just wiggle it in, and there you have it. So this is the Nailbird mode. It has the guns over here. Okay, I'm just take it out first. And twin buster cannon. Flips out this way, flips out this way. The handles, handles flip out this way. You know it's locked when you feel a click feel, And then you can actually pull this portion down. Oh, sorry, this part. Pull this part down. Pull this part down. The two rifles join together. So this is very similar to what you get in the model kit version of the toy, of the figure. And it comes with a special feature over here. You can actually have a huge gun. Let me just sort out where this joint goes. I think the instruction says this one goes on here. Okay, a lower joint over here. No, I'm wrong. This goes on the top over here. This goes to the bottom over here. All right, and I need these two parts. Okay, to okay in place. Great, got it. And this part. Okay. And you have a lot of these guns, okay? Before I introduce a huge gun, let me introduce a small gun. This, you have 6 of this. And it has its own handle as well. So, you can actually have wing 0 hold it this way. So this is a gun by itself. But usually we want it to be in its massive form. You have 6 of this, you will slot them in over here, slot it down. Before the review, I actually put everything down. So you will slot this here, slot this here, slot it in, slot it in, slot it in, and there you have a massive gun. 8-in-1 rifle. Definitely a killer. 8-in-1 rifle. Look at the size of the rifle. It's as tall as Wing 0 itself. Simply amazing. 8-in-1 rifle. So this part actually ends up to be a part of many rifles. Another one I'll show you here is he comes with this other gun. Alright, that you can again insert 3 of this here. And the good thing about this joint is that it holds really well. Doesn't really drop off. So this gun, so this is the plain gun by itself, and then you add the 3 parts over here and you have this huge gun. And you can even add it here. So on the shield, let me just put this here. I think it goes here, am I right? Or does it go here? No, I think it goes here. Yeah. But this I will actually tend to want to slot this in first. It's easier this way. So I'm slotting it in here. And yeah. Then you put this in. It's better because let's say if you were to put this part in first and start slotting in, right? Again, my concern is about the stress and the strain on this part. So it's better to insert the guns first into the holder. Okay. Before you wriggle it inside here. Just be really careful doing it. Okay. And there you have the shield with 6 guns. This reminds me of Old Riser. It simply reminds me of Old Riser. I think that whoever designed this took reference to Old Riser. It really looks like a battle jet on its own. Old Riser. Okay, taking this out. That's not the end yet for these guns. Okay. Because when the guns are not in use, you will store them somewhere. And this is where you will store it. This is the holder for the guns. And it can actually hold 8 guns. So apart from that, let me just put everything together first. For these 2 small guns, it goes in here. I think it goes in here. Does it go this way? Yeah, this way. So 1, 2. All right. And for all this, you just slot in one after another. Just slot 1, 2. Let me just take this out first. You slot 3 aside. In fact, if you want to slot 6 aside, you can do it as well. Looks like a huge fin funnel, doesn't it? So you can slot 6 aside, even if you want to, and it holds pretty well. Not super well, but pretty well. 6 aside, but that's an overkill. So slot 3 aside, slide this in here, slide this in here. Yeah, this tends to drop off. The guns don't hold that fantastically well with each other, so that's something you need to take note of. And over here, this part, okay, what I gotta do, okay, you will have to flip the wings up first. Over here in the lower part of the skirt, you will actually lift this part out, and you actually slide this in. So there's this part, you just slide it in. Alright, slide it in nicely. You can put the wings back down, open them up, and see the chest portion. The chest has just collapsed in again. I have to pull it out one more time. Chest, come on. Okay. So this is a Wing Zero with the 6 guns at the back. Looks pretty cool. Alright. This to me is the best display mode that I can actually get. And actually for this, something came off. Not sure. Oh, okay, this belongs to here. Oh, just take note of this. So this part, actually, while removing it, actually came out. So that was unexpected. Okay, let me just see how it looks like over here. So just take note, some parts may just stick up there. So it should be this orientation. Okay, it should slot back in over here. Oh, okay, I didn't expect this to be 2 separate parts. I thought it was a singular part, but now I know it's 2 separate parts. And I have to be really careful when handling them. Okay. Yeah, it's 2 separate parts. Just have to take note. Clap it in. Okay, you can hear a click sound. Good. Click back in. Stay this way. And then I'm going to remove this. Okay, and over here. Okay, flip this side up. Here, I'm going to slot this in here. It should go this way. Yeah, this is the orientation. This is the orientation. Okay. So the last part is to slot the shield in. So the shield wise, you have to be really careful because of this part. So you will just plug this in over here first. Okay, get this part in nicely first. Okay, trying to adjust. Okay. Okay, and this shield will go in. Okay, push the arm back in, lift this up. Again, pull the chest out. And here we have Wing Zero Custom. Wing Gundam Zero Custom Endless Walls. Fully equipped. So if you have a stand, or if you have a stand, you can actually choose to put it up there, have everything together in one ornament, or you can have the other arm holding the Buster rifle. But I like it in this configuration. I feel this is the easiest way, to have everything together, all the ornaments together, nice for display, and massive. Right. So this figure is really expensive and it's only a Tamashii Web exclusive, unfortunately. So it means that whoever bought this had to pay the full price for it, and there's no discount. So you don't get the usual 20 to 30% from buying, 20 to 30% discount from buying or from the online stores. It's purely from Tamashii Web. You need to get third party or middleman to help you buy, people like Nippon Yasan, like Anime Export, and I think it's pretty much sold out everywhere. And the way I see it happening in Yahoo Japan right now, the prices are going up, and I think the price for this figure is gonna go up even more. And the question is whether Bandai is gonna have another round of this figure. I don't know, when it's popular they might want to do a repaint or come up with some new decals. But as far as I know, the February batch is already out, and they're having a batch for March release as well, and I think that's about it. This is a very nice figure, honestly. This is the must-get figure. If you are a Wing Gundam Zero fan, this is the figure to get. Forget about that RG or whatever model kit. Seriously, forget it. Dump it. Don't bother getting it. This is the kit that you should get. You know, it's so much die cast. The paint is fabulous. Decals are fabulous and awesome. And it's so heavy, you know. This is literally a metal build figure. It is as good as a metal build figure. In fact, I would prefer to call it metal build Wing Gundam Zero rather than metal composite, because this is really it has everything a metal build figure has. So my verdict: get this figure. And so here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.